With Mission Impossible Final Reckoning coming out fairly soon, I wanted to dive in leading up to the release of it, talking about my top 8 favorite stunts from the Mission Impossible franchise. I've already talked about my top 8 favorite characters, so let's dive into my top 8 favorite stunts. My number 8 is one of those interesting ones, and it's from Mission Impossible 1, and it's when they break into the CIA, and Tom Cruise does the fantastic little drop in and having to maneuver and do little things. It's always been very intense, and it's one of the best moments in the entire Mission Impossible franchise. My number 7 is the plane hanging opening scene from Rogue Nation. The moment had me glued to my seat. Number 6 is the Mission Impossible 2 knife fight. The fact that knife got that close to his eye, knowing it was all, basically real, pretty scary. Number 5 is Mission Impossible Fallout's helicopter chase. This sequence, the way that it was filmed, the way that it was stylized, always had me on the edge of my seat, and especially once you go back and look at behind the scenes stuff, it's even crazier. Number 4 is the motorbike cliff jump from Dead Reckoning, a sequence that may not be one of my favorites in Dead Reckoning. It's an amazing scene. It's an amazing scene that maybe they just overplayed too much in the marketing, and it still blows my mind how they pulled it off, but still, it had to be up here. We're talking about bikes. At my number 3, the motorbike chase in Rogue Nation, I think is top 3 stunts ever. The fact of how fast he was going, holy shit. Then at my number 2, this was either going to be my number 1 or my number 2, and this is going to be possibly for everybody, is the climbing of the building in Ghost Protocol. The way that he climbed this building, the way that it's one of the tallest buildings in the entire world, though, just everything of that. Brad Bird did a great job directing this, but Tom Cruise really put himself out there, and I think this was the sequence that really stapled the Mission Impossible films as a staple for the franchise of being stunt-driven, and it has to be up here. Number 1 favorite sequence is the Halo jump scene. I still remember watching this from Mission Impossible Fallout back in the day during the theaters, and it still blows my mind to this day how they accomplished that.
Plus, look at this IMF hat I got.